Hello, everyone. We are sorry to interrupt this gripping Hearthstone match.
Did it. Breaking news.
We have breaking video game news. We are Nerd Fusion, and we are here for the Sony conference at E3 2016 here in Los Angeles, California. And, it's been a great weekend so far. This is very much Christmas for game nerds, and...
I see the gaff tape right there. I got to tape up my pants here in a minute. It's fine.
He
Don't worry.
literally is going to tape up a hole in his pants.
Copy that. Copy that.
So
Are we still doing the copy that
Copy
thing?
that.
Copy that.
He just said copy that. So copy that.
Copy that.
Copy.
Roger.
Roger.
I think I just texted you copy that.
Roger.
Yeah, it's we've already gone through 4 conferences. It's a marathon. We're
It
at
is.
the end.
We're definitely tired after all of this camera time, and and worth every second of it.
Just 3 more
it's-
hours.
Sometimes
3 more hours.
Sometimes people get the wrong idea because we're critical sometimes of the things, but we really do enjoy this. Like, I love seeing all the new stuff and ripping it apart like you do to the things that you love, and. I'm looking forward to see what Sony has in store for us tonight, and want to give special shout-outs to some of our partners who've made this possible today. Extra Life United for not United, that's their
United
event.
is an event.
Extra Life for Kids, the charity organization that got us into E3 so that we could do this, and also our sponsor Alienware, who provided the funding for us to be able to come here and have all this equipment and do this. So thank you. And as we've been saying numerous times, those of you that want to connect with other people in the Nerd Fusion community, you can do so in our Discord, n3f.tv/join Discord. There's a E3 room in there, and you can voice or text chat with people.
I was in there during the last break.
Oh,
How was it?
Suck it.
that pretty much sums it up.
That was pretty much it. It was Memetopia of dystopia.
Was
And,
Pause's people there?
Pause's people.
Yeah.
Pyro was there.
That
obviously.
explains everything,
So,
honestly.
that's
Like,
okay.
him alone
So-
will do it.
So the memes were dank, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
the memes were dank.
Yeah.
We this is the last one. We're not doing Nintendo because Nintendo decided this year to not play ball with people like us.
It's a weird format that we can't really cover.
Yeah. Square Enix and Nintendo both decided to do the same thing, which is to have their own 3-day-long stream of their own content and not have a actual press conference.
Lame.
It makes it hard for us.
Just throwing that out there.
Really
it's
hard
lame.
to build hype, too.
Unless we want to just cover their entire 2-day thing and just comment along with them.
Which
I mean, we could do that.
Do we have permission to rebroadcast that anyway?
We would just need to be able to rebroadcast
Probably not.
all their stuff. Actually,
Probably not.
we kind of do.
I've had some of my YouTube videos taken down because I was thinking of Nintendo games at the time.
Right. And
We heard you were thinking.
and
Yeah.
and then they wanted half your money that you didn't make.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
They wanted that 50 cents.
50 cent.
50 cent.
We have seen a lot of. Compared to last year, I would say this year so far is mediocre.
Mild. Very
Yeah.
mild and pulled back.
Very much so. Last year, I mean, we were hit upside the face with just left hooks, right hooks. Here comes Fallout. Everything just
It's a really
blew
hype
out.
year.
We have only seen one new IP, and that was Ubisoft's last game. There have
And
been
it might be actually their last game.
yes.
They spend all their money on it. Jeez. I feel like I might be being too hard on that game, but it's not.
You're
for
just not
me.
the audience
Yeah,
for that game.
I am completely not.
You're just not. I was looking on Twitter. There are some people out there that are excited about it. I'm not one of those people.
Paz seemed excited.
Yeah, some people adore sports
Did he?
type stuff.
Yeah. On Twitter.
And-
Oh God, we are. I don't know if we can be friends.
Maybe he was trolling Twitter. I don't know, but
He's Canadian. It's a bit weird.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
could
it's a
be
snow
it could be
thing.
It's a
he
snow.
just
He resonates with that.
just he's in the market.
Part
for
of
that
his
demographic.
part of his childhood, that kind of
It's
thing.
a
When he was a
DNA.
nice road trucker,
Right. True.
that's called a callback. Oh man. So yeah, we are. I think our bodies right now are basically like winding down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had literally
For the most part.
So we were doing this coverage all day yesterday, a good solid long day, and then I went to an E3 event afterward and played Titanfall 2.
That's your fault.
And then by the time I got home and slept, I got literally 2 hours of sleep before I had to be up for the call time for this morning. So definitely running on fumes and caffeine.
That's okay. I mean, that's really what E3 is all about. Taking your body, pushing it to physical limits until you're delirious when reviewing
Yeah.
games.
It's a sport without physical activity. Is kind of
That explains a lot of IGN reviews.
and without the sport.
God damn it. I knew we were going to get something.
I like your joke, Dan.
Oh, that's a good joke. That one, it's not, well, the funny thing is it's probably not a joke.
Too much water. 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
How was Titanfall 2? I loved it. I did. I mean, I know people love to be critical of Titanfall, but
I don't get it.
I
So.
really enjoyed it. Now, again, I'm a total pleb with first-person shooters. I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend otherwise. Like, I'm not.
Titanfall has you covered with a smart pistol, man.
It
I
does.
was terrible at shooting,
But
and I was
see,
top
what-
scorer with that thing.
I don't know.
Tell me they brought it back.
Really,
Do
it
they have
really brought everything that people loved about the original game. Like, it's very fast and mobile, and like the wall running and the just all of that is still there like before. And
This is actually, that's a good point to bring up because we are not done with E3. Wow, that was pretty epic.
Can you believe that E3 actually hasn't even
It hasn't
started yet?
Tomorrow,
this is all
Phase zero.
technically pre-coverage.
tomorrow we are going to be on the floor of E3. Now, we are not going to be live broadcasting anything, but I highly encourage you to follow all of our socials, like our Twitters, Instagrams, Snapchats. I don't know if any of you guys use
all of our
socials or anything
Twitters.
like that.
Socials.
Or
Uh,
anything.
There they are. Yes.
Yay.
I didn't yell. We're good. Jesus Christ. There was somebody tweeted me, "Stop being abusive."
If there's one word to describe you, that's the word.
Abusive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would go that
It's a
far.
strong word.
That's a very strong
Sarcastically
word.
abusive.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if abusive is again.
It's abusive at this point.
I think Sevidus would say that it's not abuse if they deserve it.
Well, obviously that's true.
So that's why it's not abuse in his mind.
But
Because when we're idiots, we deserve to get yelled at. That's just how it is.
it's a level of sarcasm that is above the planar existence.
It transcends.
It
What
does.
are you doing with your pants?
So don't worry about this. It's
This
almost
is
it's
ridiculous.
almost over.
Literally taping his pants.
It's almost
together.
over.
It's like he's in a boat with like a leak and he's trying to like patch it up in the weirdest way possible.
Yo, I had to pee so bad it just came shooting outside. It was like a pressure
that
washer.
explains the wet spot.
That looks fantastic.
So, yes, we're going to be on
Yeah.
the show floor
Yeah.
at E3 tomorrow, not able to live broadcast any of it. But
Wow, Paz actually followed the Steep game on Twitter just now.
Sell out.
He really actually does want to play it.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm
he's
sure-
visiting us next month. I'm not sure if this is a fantastic idea anymore or
So,
I don't know.
so that the Eagle VR
Oh yeah,
game,
talk about that.
The Eagle VR game that we just saw earlier today, the three of us minus Sevidus here will be playing that.
I will be there, just off camera.
Just not
laughing.
actually playing. Yeah.
Taking pictures.
I am basically your handler for that.
Are you? Like an
Yeah.
eagle handler?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see Neffy as an eagle, like eagle wings.
Oh yeah, someone should make that
That'd
happen.
be so cool. Come on.
Oh god.
I don't know how it would work. Or like being picked up by an eagle.
Yeah, so we want to pimp that out. It's going to be tomorrow at twitch.tv/twitch at 4 o'clock p.m. Twitch.tv/twitch, 4 o'clock p.m. tomorrow. You can see these guys challenge the Beta Bull, who is for Brisk. It is a sponsored segment, so obviously during sponsored stuff, your support is greatly appreciated.
It should be very campy and fun.
Yeah, and they're going to be blind from the out. I don't know. I'm just saying they can't see what I'm doing because they're in VR.
I've never really done VR before.
That's not
so
a
I'm
threat
excited.
to their safety or anything. It's just a potential. You know, maybe they start falling off a building. Who knows?
Excuse me?
Anyway,
bees. It'll be bees.
I-
VR bees.
bees. Is it bees or mosquitoes? It's
anything
bees.
with-
It's
anything
anything
with
that
wings.
buzzes?
No,
or
it's like specifically like bees.
things with needles, like
Stingers.
as part of their body.
Like
Were you stung as a bee as a kid or something?
I had a very bad experience.
So this explains your bee fear.
Yeah, I basically pissed off a
Bee
nest of
fear.
bees, and then my brother locked me outside of the house.
Explain pissed off a nest of bees. What did you do?
I put a garden hose. They're in the ground, and I put a garden hose in it with
the
my.
ground bees are the worst bees.
They're like hornets, or
Yeah,
I don't know. And then I
they
turned the
sting.
hose on full
Those
blast,
are the ones that give you the warts like the size of a
and then the
quarter.
ground started shaking, and then I heard the door lock behind me.
So did you run?
Yeah.
Did you
You
jump
could
into? Did you jump into a lake?
I just ran.
Did you jump into water?
No, I just ran.
Aren't
the
you
water,
supposed to jump into water?
The water thing's not
Yeah.
true apparently now. Apparently, you just have to keep running, which is what I did. But like the water thing, they'll wait for you to come out the surface.
Oh no, they will not. Really?
That's what they say. They
Oh
say
my
that they're
God.
territorial, so if at a certain point they'll stop chasing you.
Are they like Africanized bees?
They
like,
weren't. They
jeez.
hurt like fuck. No, holy shit,
How many stung you?
a lot. It was not fun. It was not fun. So I don't do bees anymore. Any type of bee, I don't care.
All right.
Like even the nice bumblebees
I can,
freak me out.
I can understand your fear of bees now.
Yeah.
That's-
Can you understand my fear of sharks? What's your fear? You got to have an animal. Everybody has an animal fear. I'm convinced. What's yours?
I don't have an animal.
Oh come on.
I was attacked by 2 swarms of bees. I'm not afraid of them.
What about polar bears?
Never met one.
Yeah, 'cause you're
I'm
still
sure.
living.
I'm sure that if I was face to face with a polar bear, that I would feel an appropriate
Dude,
level of fear.
polar
but
bears?
It's not that I'm phobic. It's just
when they kill things, murder, they're just covered in blood.
Yeah. I don't
That
even-
has
yeah.
to be like.
Yo, you know what's scarier
Do
to
you
me than
you
polar
expect
bears?
them to have a napkin and a knife and fork, like
Yeah.
I don't see the
like
polar
a
bear just,
civilized
enjoying it.
beast.
What scares me more than polar bears is chimps. They are incredible. They rip faces off of actual human beings.
I remember that story.
Yeah,
See,
like
okay. Now,
savage.
Any dangerous animal, I would be afraid of if I was like
But
locked
chimps.
in, like if I was locked in a cage with a wild animal. Yeah, I'd be feeling fear, but I'm not. I don't have like daily phobic. Like there is no animal or insect or anything that you could mention that would like cause me a like pang of emotion to think about. Like I can see pictures of, talk about, think of any animal, any insect, whatever, and not. But you guys both get like actively like squeamish. Like it
I don't
comes
get
up.
squeamish when I'm on land and talking about sharks.
Yeah, you
I
do.
don't care.
You do.
It's
Yes,
just
you
don't put
do.
me near water.
You do. Like it'll
You
come
know?
up on the screen and you'll be like, ah.
Just saying, I was that kid in the pool days back in like elementary school, middle school, whatever. Yo, fuck the deep end. There could be sharks in there.
Yeah.
You don't
No,
even know.
it was.
Dude,
You
for-
don't even know.
For horror month,
You
we got to
don't
get him
even
into a VR like shark game without him
Mm-hmm.
knowing.
Oh,
Like, oh, we're just
yeah,
gonna play
that'll
a
happen.
haunted house game, and all of a
Stranded
sudden,
Deep VR
Shark.
edition. How
Yo, I'm
about
actually
that?
wanting to play Stranded Deep again.
Like Subnautica
because they've added all
VR.
the
You know what my
island
deep
stuff.
fear is that we'll miss our coverage of Sony, which is in about 13,
Oh, we're not going to miss
15
that. It'll be
minutes.
fine. It'll be fine. It's in 15 whole minutes.
they have like it's a
There's
Sony.
plenty of
You
time.
know?
What do you guys?
Subnautica
Yeah, VR.
just offered me a key, and I was like, ooh.
Is that VR? Can it be?
Yeah, they have. Well, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
there's
know.
VR support for that.
Is it? Subnautica.
game
you
is
played
scary.
Subnautica,
Yeah, it's
Right.
good. It's very good.
but it's very sharky.
no, there's,
Well, they're not like real sharks. They're
there's only a
like
couple
alien
of sharks in
sharks.
there. It's mostly just regular fish.
Which means it's scary.
Dude, they're big too. They have like gigantic shit.
All right, let's. We have about
Ugh.
15 minutes, so let's go ahead and
Yep.
start the prediction train.
I think
This is a 2-hour press conference. No, oh, it's not.
No,
No,
hour
it's
and a
not.
half.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank God! I was gonna say.
I've never seen
Yeah.
a conference as long as Ubisoft.
It's an hour and a
Bad.
half, or is born. It's an hour and a half.
I think
So there
that
can be a lot
the-
done.
I think the definite we might as well talk about first is console stuff.
Sure.
They've already announced that there's consoles coming, and so hopefully we'll learn more about that specifically, especially given that Microsoft just talked about a bunch
Yeah.
about stuff.
Given that Microsoft revealed their console plans, we'll at least hear something. Even if they weren't planning on saying something, they might have a little blurb
Oh, they were
about.
totally planning.
No,
this.
Microsoft
their
wouldn't
chance.
have done this unless Sony was
Yeah.
for sure going to say something today.
Yeah.
They totally did, and I think, and we were talking about this, you and I, on a Friday cast months ago, that we think a lot of this coverage is going to be E3 VR at E3, right?
Mhm.
Especially for Sony, and that this console is a direct play towards VR.
Yes, because VR, as you know, has pretty beefy requirements to render at least 60 frames per second and at high resolution, so you don't break your immersion. The VR works, and the current PlayStation 4 would kind of struggle with that because it's just not very strong. So I would suspect that they're going to launch a new console along with their Morpheus VR as like a package.
Yeah.
Really
And-
wondering what the
And they'll probably do something
price.
like buy the PS4, get the Morpheus for free. You know,
I
something
wouldn't even
like
be
that.
surprised if they were planning on releasing it by the end of this year or early next year, and that's why Microsoft.
Oh, I'm
said
totally
they're
thinking this
going-
year.
Yeah, I'm thinking holiday.
Yeah.
Around the launch of
Yeah.
Morpheus.
Absolutely. So I've got some things written down. One of those being they got to talk about Call of Duty. They have to.
Yeah,
It hasn't
they're
mentioned
like
yet.
this with Call of Duties right now.
They
so.
are. Battlefield has been basically
Right.
just taken over the first part of all these conferences. It's time for, Call of Duty to step in with their Infinite Warfare stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest, it's probably going to be like a 15-minute section of boredom. But
That
know.
is going to be the VR section because Sony cannot.
You think
resist.
only 15 minutes of VR?
They cannot resist.
VR, I think it'll be
boring-ass.
longer. I was
think-
thinking Call of
yeah.
Duty
Yeah.
would be I feel like they're going to drag it.
For
Yeah.
the Vita and PlayStation Move, they spent way too much time on stage for both of those things.
Yeah.
That both sucked. And no one
Hardware
wanted to hear
stuff. They
about.
like to spend a lot of time on hardware
They
stuff.
like to waste time.
Yeah. I think we're going to see something Destiny related. Hasn't been touched yet. And people on Twitter are pissed.
Yep, they're
Yeah.
Holy shit. There was
They
like
just
a
announced-
tweet by Broman that was like, yo, fuck this.
they announced a new expansion pack, and there's been not a word of it at any conference so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I suspect that they'll take the Destiny.
My
plug.
guess is they're going to have a whole section of third-party extra support, with exclusive DLC, and then there'll be like
Sure.
a slew of those type of games,
Yeah, along those lines, Rockstar hasn't made a presence here at all yet.
which is not uncommon.
Which, yeah, I still feel like there's going to be something.
That they've been working on a game called Agent for years now for Sony, and we haven't seen or heard of it in years. But they've confirmed
Called
that
what?
it's called Agent.
Agent.
And Rockstar's been making it, and we haven't seen it or heard from it since they announced it. And they keep confirming that it's still in development, but we just haven't seen it yet. So hey, this could be the day.
Ooh, Twisted Metal. I would actually love
That'd be
Yeah.
good shit.
Twisted Metal. That's not something that I've even seen on the rumor mills.
The last Twisted Metal on PS3 came out a few years ago, and it didn't do too well. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a great Truck Boy.
A lot of
Thursday
people
game.
have been speculating about Last of Us.
That's a big one. If
Yep.
they announce Last of Us 2, that for a lot of people I think would steal the show.
Yeah, that would.
For me, it
Last of
wouldn't.
Us 2 VR. Oh,
It won't be that hot.
For me, it wouldn't, just because it's just not my kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
You would love it, right?
Yeah, The Last of Us is one of the best story-driven games I played on PS3. That was an exclusive.
It's
Just
one of those
amazing.
that kind of has a reputation for being legendary, like gamer experience that you have to play.
Would you think that it might be just trailer, see you next year, or maybe come all the way out? Be like, yo, so this it's coming out in a few months.
I think where the gaming conferences seem to have been leading more towards announcing release dates along with reveals. It's been more and
It's
more of
true.
a common theme. So I think if they do announce that, we'll at least see a time frame, like holiday or early next year. They've been better at doing doing that. And currently, there's no big first-party exclusive for PS4 for the end of this year. There's
That's true.
Microsoft has filled it up, and they have nothing on PS4.
think like Last
So
Guardian.
I'm expecting Last Guardian.
Yeah, I have that
Yeah.
written down. Last Guardian.
Last Guardian, they announced that it's still being worked on. We haven't had a release date. That would be a big one.
What?
But-
Are, what
That was
are
at
they,
E3 like 2 years ago,
And
wasn't
it looked awesome too.
And just
Nothing.
nothing.
But if I was a betting man, they want something bigger than that. So I'm going to guess that there's going to be a God of War 4 reveal,
My entire
and
list.
it's going to come out the end of this year. because there's so many things that's been lining up towards the remaster of God of War 3.
They
that
got to
just
have
came out.
something for Christmas.
Yeah, there's got to be
And-
some big
And
title
I think
for
it would
Christmas.
be like God of War plus a hardware piece. I think that would fill
And
out Christmas pretty well.
I think the new God of War is not going to star Kratos. I think they're going to star
Really?
a different mythology, either Egyptian, Norse. It's going to be some sort of twist or reboot of the series because
It's not just going to follow what the others
they've run
have done.
Kratos into the ground. He's had like 12 games, so it's time to move on.
He is a fucking awesome character.
He's an awesome
Let's be
character,
honest.
but they have milked him dry.
He's so cool.
I think they're gonna, if they do have VR capable stuff for this holiday season, they need to push something big with VR, whether it be a bundle of a bunch of VR games or some big VR game. Because why are people gonna buy the whole console for, especially if it is ready for VR and a Morpheus, if there's not really much out there for it?
I mean, they're going to do No Man's Sky. Ugh.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm still hyped
yeah.
for, even though I shouldn't be at this point.
No Man's
You're
Sky.
hyped for it, and I understand why people are still hyped for it. It's just
They're doing this thing. They just
It's
drag
just
you
been
on and drag you on.
Yeah.
and
shoved
drag
into
you
my
on.
head so many times. I just stopped caring about things.
When he walks out on that stage, because you know he's going to walk
Yeah,
on that
he
stage, I must be like, oh, not
Here
again.
we
yeah.
go. Here's another 10 minutes of telling us what we're not going to play
We should have already been playing that game already.
for over a year.
yeah.
Like, it was supposed to come out this month, like, a few days ago, but they delayed it last minute to August. So we could have already played it and talked about how bad it was.
I mean, theoretically, the whole point was to delay it for VR, to launch it with the VR system and have it be a
That's the current-
headliner.
that's the
so
current theory.
We'll see. That could easily be what they show. You'll thank us for delaying it when you see how awesome it is with VR.
So I
Which-
wrote down Crash Bandicoot. This is something I think
Possible.
that the fans really want. It's nothing that's been said by anybody at Sony
Yeah.
that we can see, but it's definitely would make the fans go crazy, right? To have another Crash game.
What have they said about Kingdom Hearts?
There is going to that's Square Enix. There's going to be a slew of
different.
games because Square Enix loves Sony, and they have a lot of exclusives for Sony that they just don't put on their systems for no apparent reason. Like there's the remaster of the Final Fantasy 12. The Kingdom Hearts 2.8 is coming out soon. They're they're remaking Final Fantasy 7, and I'm sure we'll see that. So I'd be surprised if we don't see
Yeah.
Square Enix come out
Like
with
a
a bunch
whole,
of
like,
exclusive games
The
that
whole
are
Square section.
yeah, because Square Enix is a Japanese company, and so is Sony, and Xbox just doesn't sell very well in Japan, and that's Square Enix's primary market is
Yeah.
Japan. That's why they love them so much. And I bet we're going to see Final Fantasy 15 and some sort of exclusive DLC or early access or something for PlayStation 4 because they've been really pushing hard the third-party exclusives for their games. So you're going to see a lot of that. Exclusive on Xbox, on PS4. Exclusive DLC. Exclusive launch stuff. Like, they love doing that.
There's been a lot of talk, and specifically, like just the last couple of days, on Kojima, who used to be at
Yes.
Konami, and he was Metal Gear Solid, right?
Yes.
Obviously, it's not going to be that. The people think he's coming out with something completely new. It's been all over Twitter, but that's basically only where it's been is on Twitter.
Yeah.
Do you trust Twitter? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be a thing. If he walks out on stage, I will shit myself. He's awesome. He's an
Yep.
amazing game
I
designer.
mean, he would definitely be a good candidate for making a new IP that people could actually have some faith in.
He's his
I mean,
name
that's deep.
alone. If you say Kojima, it instantly draws lots of eyes, lots of views. Even the game sucks. It's just that his name alone.
Yeah.
I
I-
wouldn't be surprised if they hired him for something.
I would like to see something on the other spectrum. Like, I'm thinking like a new Gran Turismo game would be pretty awesome. Because
Yeah.
I love Gran Turismo. Like, the whole like franchise is amazing, and I really want to see more of that because it's more on the end of simulation than like arcade or Forza. So
With Forza being so like always present, it would make sense for them to have some competitor.
I want to see a car drop.
All right, let's go, Dan. Bloodborne. You think it's going to happen? It's going to happen one of these years.
No,
Not this year.
no. I don't think they're going to make another one.
Ever?
Wow.
I think they're going to
Really?
make a different IP.
Well, he said he was working on a different IP.
Yeah, I
Like-
bet they'll have a From Software game, but will it be Bloodborne 2? No. It'll be
Wait,
something.
did he say he was completely done with Souls games of that genre?
He might. He made so many already. I'd be probably sick of it too.
Pretty
if
sure
I
he
was him.
actually said that. So yeah, maybe there won't be, but maybe he's doing something else. He said he was working on something else that's not Souls related.
Another
Can
game,
From do no wrong? They've been pretty good so far, right?
yeah, Dark Souls 2 happened. It wasn't the best. They kind of slipped a little, but they made
They
up for it with 3.
redeemed it quite a lot. Yeah.
Another game we're definitely going to see, Persona 5. And that's going to be huge. They announced the release date just before the Oh my god, we forgot the biggest one. I forgot Horizon: A New Dawn. The remember we saw it last year.
The dinosaur.
Robotic dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And the woman
God, I
hunting
forgot about that.
like a tribal woman. Yeah, we're going to see that. It's going to be huge. They announced that it's coming out early next year. Horizon.
Yeah, totally.
Horizon will be there for sure. It's going to be a big title. It's got so much mystery around it still.
Could there be Red Dead?
Sony and
One
Rockstar
of
are
your
close.
favorite.
Dead 2.
Isn't that your favorite game of all time?
It's one of the best games of last gen, without a doubt. Red Dead is universally one of the best. It's just a great combination of many mechanics. They're very close with Rockstar, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd be pretty hyped.
Rockstar
Now-
doesn't need these events, though.
So Sony's another one that has done a lot of work with indie games. I fully expect them to have an indie section. The question is, are they going to have a very nervous indie dev come out and present a cute game?
Of course,
You have to. It's like the rule now.
you have to. If they're not nervous, they're not fun.
Someone
Apparently.
mentioned Little Big Planet, which
They-
I don't.
They released 3. It didn't
Yeah,
do great.
I don't think
so-
they're gonna push that anymore. But games like that, I love, like the creative style games, and I would love to see something like original in that kind of category.
I have a worry about this E3 because Sony is in such a comfortable position that they are under zero pressure to release anything.
Completely
new.
agree.
Because they can just lounge back because they are way ahead in sales, way ahead in game releases. Like Uncharted 4 just came out, and people love the hell out of it. And they're going to ride that stuff because they are like just kings right now. I have a feeling it's going to be a very safe and boring conference
Really?
with not a lot.
But it
of-
also means that they have the ability to take risks now. It's not that they
Yeah.
have to take risks. It's that you're in a much comfortable spot taking risks if you just have that ability.
I
where,
hope that I'm proven wrong.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I
from
agree.
a business standpoint, when you're ahead, and it just depends on what kind of business you are if you wanted to take those risks or not. And since they're so far ahead, they have time. Like they can let these games be developed slowly behind the closed doors where they reveal them. Unlike Microsoft a few years ago, which they were really behind and they announced a whole bunch of games because they had to be like, oh yeah, here, buy our Xbox. But none of those games are out yet. Those games are
Yeah.
still not out years
Yeah.
later because they were under such pressure to release something.
How long has it been since they've updated the handhelds?
Vita?
Yeah.
Vita
Do
is.
they even care about
They
Vita?
have said that they're officially stopping Vita development and
So they
support, but
they just don't
you know,
care anymore.
games come out for it. Games will still come out for a while, but they're not really pushing it. Vita's kind of gone. They're
seen
letting it go.
2 Vitas my entire life.
What
Yeah.
about Naughty Dog games?
That is what that's Last of Us and
I think that's
Uncharted.
about it.
They just came out with Uncharted 4, which is Naughty Dog, the same people that make Last of Us. So I would not expect something right away. But I
Well-
hope that I am so wrong and that Sony just comes out and like, you know what? Fuck you. Here's this, and here's this, and here's this, and we're just like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
And they're not coming out till 2019, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So once again, before we get to this, Dan is doing live edits. So normally he does this on like Google Docs or whatever. This time around, he's doing it on e3.gamepedia.com. He's going to link it right now in the chat. If you want to watch live edits to what's being said, just keep on refreshing that page. Also, you can see every other press conference and sort of a nice bullet point system of just the important things to take out of it. That's all there. Go there. Turner is like going nuts. You know, that's what he does.
That he does.
Can I ban him?
That's how you
Yeah,
do it.
yeah, just click ban.
I
You
can't.
can't. That sucks.
Yeah, it hadn't-
I can.
Yeah.
We can't tell where the stream's at, but is it close? Because
They're
we
about
are
30 seconds
we are
out or so.
about on time now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Sony should
Up
be starting
next.
soon.
it's coming
So,
soon.
Yeah, it's a matter of how late they are.
You know, the one
Yep.
good thing about
been
Ubisoft
hit
is
or
they were
miss.
perfectly on time. So
Yeah.
first.
And they went
At least from this
way
one.
longer.
Oh
They
god,
did.
they totally did.
They definitely went pretty
Ugh.
long.
Let's hope this isn't 3 hours.
New Infamous game, maybe?
Yeah, that's
Infamous
possible.
Infamous is great.
Yeah,
I don't see why not. It's been
it was all right.
Been long
It was a
enough.
launch title for the PS4. They might have another one.
yeah.
It's possible.
Can we see something crazy like the new Shadow of Colossus? Isn't there a new one after that?
Last Guardian is
Yeah.
the
That's what they're trying to do, right?
yeah.
That's what I'm most hyped for. From last time we saw that.
I think we're going here.
Let's hope.
I think it's starting. Yeah,
Yes.
there
Whoa.
we
that's a
That's
fancy
a nice
theater.
theater.
No kidding.
Oh, there's some sound.
Unfortunately, that's no indication of the actual conference, but it's nice
But
that
it's
they
a
have
cool
a cool
theater.
theater. Yeah,
It's a
That's
cool
like a
theater.
stand-up theater.
yeah. I wish that was the Muppet Show.
Wow.
Guy, he's got swag.
Wow, look
It's
at
like,
this
yo,
guy.
The swagger right now.
It's like Jesus in a suit.
Is that Art and Jesus?
Can we get the volume
Wait,
up a
what's
little
he?
more?
Well, they
Is
probably
he
don't have them
conducting an
in.
orchestra?
He is conducting.
Oh, they might be doing music.
They have
intro.
a live orchestra.
That's why they have that set, because it's a theater set.
Yeah. All right. We have no idea how loud things are going to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
In before EDM.
The
Right?
hip hop.
It's been hip
We're
hop.
gonna
like all
change the
weekend.
world.
They better have a dancing giraffe. God of War music.
We're starting it with that.
Oh my God, that might be. That sounds like God of War-y,
Very much.
but not. It sounds like Nordic.
We're going to find out when this red curtain moves.
That Red Dead curtain.
Get out the way,
I'm
man.
gonna say this is a really cool way to start something. Having a
I
live
agree.
orchestra.
This is definitely eye-catching.
It's very classy. It's not a dancing giraffe, though.
Yeah.
It's
Large
not an
orchestra.
Aisha Taylor F-bomb, but it'll do.
What if they jump into Sandstorm?
A man can dream, right? The brain power.
One of those dudes looks like Gassy Mexican.
Could probably is. Get it.
She looks
Her hair though.
surprised.
Yo, she's getting it.
Witcher 4.
I wonder if like having a musical number is gonna be like a thing now. You have to have a
Yeah.
musical number when you start.
Only two of them did.
Yeah, the last two.
And before they break into brain power.
I mean, this is a pretty classy way to start, right?
Yeah.
This is,
This has to be tied into whatever they're about to
of
announce.
course.
The only thing I think of is God of War. Or Horizon. It's
How do you
kinda
audition
tribally.
for that?
Can we turn this
role?
up a little?
Yeah, can we
Can
get
we
more
turn
volume?
this up a little bit? A little bit. The chat's saying a little louder as well. Just a little bit. Not much.
To say on top of the sheet.
He's loving it. They're gonna open this
God,
curtain.
when they open that curtain,
This
it's going to be
is
something
going to be
amazing.
epic.
sunglasses on?
They're just white frames.
She loves the sound of her own voice.
A lot can go wrong with a live orchestra. It's kind of gutsy.
Announcing PlayStation Orchestra.
Right?
Like the Wii music. Oh, it's gonna be. They didn't open the curtain.
They should open the curtain and have it been some sort of thing.
Oh, that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Oh, the curtain
Oh,
did open.
going into a trailer. Then have the audience, have the orchestra play into it.
That dumb hammer doesn't scare me. Boom! Oh no!
Boy.
Stop!
Boy!
Look at that dude.
What is this on the right side?
He's grinning.
Your mother's knife. It belongs to you now.
I think he's playing it.
Yeah, but watch.
What for?
A test. She taught you to hunt, yes?
Yes, sir.
Then show me what you know. I am hungry.
Oh, snap.
Feed us.
Oh, it is.
You are hunting deer.
Which way?
Your hunt. You tell me.
South?
Is that a question?
South. Look! Tracks! They're fresh! This way!
That's a big fucking.
Yeah, holy crap.
Slow down,
Dear
boy.
Lord.
Sorry.
You must think. Do not simply react. Be calm and plan.
It's just, I'm not used to hunting.
Look at the snow.
I've been here. There it is!
Hold. What are you doing? Now his guard is up. Only fire. Only fire. When I tell you to fire.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. Be better. Find it.
It's like you.
Find it.
Oh, this is in game.
My bow!
No! You are not ready! Stay back!
What?
It's the guy in the bottom right.
Let's go.
Someone's gonna die.
Keep moving.
You know, if you give me my bow, I can help you fight.
It's on the right side.
I'm ready.
You have yet to prove that.
I need a chance.
You had a
I
chance.
need another.
Then find that deer. Back away, boy!
Valhalla.
Here's your chance.
Definitely
Show me
Nordic
your
lore.
eyes.
Nordic mythology. Fade to black.
Back up, get a clean angle, and space your shots. I will watch me. Shoot it!
That is so cool.
That's pretty cool.
It is time.
Holy
I
smart.
will bring it down. You will kill it.
Wipes out.
Oh my god.
Now, boy! Do it!
Dumbass.
Off the ice! No!
And I killed the boy.
You're next.
I am so sorry.
Your deer is getting away.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Snap.
Like it was nothing.
They're still
They're showing
going.
more?
They're still going.
Oh man.
This game's coming out soon.
Yeah.
It's got to. They're showing this much.
I can't believe we fought a real troll.
And you froze when I told you to kill it.
I know, but he was staring right at
What
me.
was that?
How could I look him in the eyes and-
Him? I thought your mother taught you to hunt.
She did, but I never had to kill anything. She always did that part.
Then it is time for you to learn.
Is it not his son?
I don't know.
Sound like adopted son.
Yeah, something like that.
Father, look!
Oh, father.
Kind of weird they made him look exactly like Kratos.
Wait
even
for
though he's
my
not.
mark.
Yeah. A lot of the same markings.
Relax. Do not think of it as an animal. It is simply a target. Clear your mind. Exhale and release.
My God!
Good.
Food for weeks.
How not to be vegan.
Still lost.
The gluten-free beer. Oh, I didn't realize that guy's playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the bottom corner. There's actually 4 shots from playing it.
Your knife. No. Finish what you started.
Oh god. They are triggering so many people right now.
He does writing letters right now.
Oh god.
Wrestled.
Watch out in the streets.
I can't.
Oh my god.
So much Bible stuff right now.
Like a lot of emotion though.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
Like,
Fuck.
Now you are ready.
For what?
A new beginning.
Oh my god!
holy shit.
What? Woo! That's so epic.
God of War reboot. That's different. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, I'm so excited.
That feels like the intro level.
Yeah.
Please welcome to the stage Sean Layden.
That was quite a bit of gameplay.
It was. That was the most solid, like, we've had all week.
That's coming out soon. It has to, right?
Yeah. After all that gameplay, I
it
got
has to.
surprised.
He just strolls out like a boss.
He's like, yo, we got
Yeah.
this. Yo, we got
We
this.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Know it. Yeah.
Good evening.
You're welcome.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. What a way to start the show, huh? With a live demo of God of War. Right now, also a special thank you and a shout out to our very talented composer of the soundtrack to God of War, Mr. Bear McCreary. Here tonight with his awesome orchestra, and they'll be performing all evening. So that's really exciting for all of us. Thanks to everybody. Before we go any further, though, I think it's important that we take a moment to address the heartbreaking tragedies of Orlando this past weekend. A horrific event like that, carried out by a madman, really underscores our need for greater love, tolerance, and respect of people of all kinds. On behalf of the PlayStation community, I just want to say that our thoughts are with the victims and the families and the community of Orlando. We stand foursquare with them, and we hope that in this week of perhaps our gaming celebrations, within the diversity of our gaming community, we can find some strength, some comfort, and some solace. The PlayStation community stands foursquare with our friends and fans in the LGBT community as well. And I know they're all in the hearts of everyone tonight. So without the transition sounding awkward, please bear with me, but I would like to welcome you all to the historic Shrine Auditorium. We've been away from this venue for a while, but now we're back. We're delighted to be here because it is a temple to creativity and to all that means. We're proud to be part of a vast and expansive team of storytellers, artists, engineers, musicians, and programmers and actors.
Right.
The massive and sometimes tiny teams who tirelessly create works of art that we find ourselves getting lost in. And that is what tonight is all about. For the next hour, we hope to, astound you with a lineup of games that are both dazzling and transformative, with a few surprises along the way. So, without further ado, I'm proud to take you on this journey to some of the great games coming out on PlayStation 4. Please enjoy the show.
Someone asked me once if I remembered how it all went down, as if it happened so long ago that anyone could forget. So yeah, I remember. I remember when our homes and our towns turned into graveyards, when the wilderness became our only hope for survival. I remember when the planes fell out of the skies, when the trains stopped running, when the turbines shut down, and the world went dark. I remember when they they put up the razor wire. Like it was gonna stop anything. When the feds ran out of body bags.
Bro.
And some of us sort of lost our minds.
If it was dead.
Some lost more than that.
It might be.
Much more. I remember when we lived by a code, when brotherhood meant something.
Ben,
And
studio.
living
might
meant
be
more
Last
than
of Us.
surviving.
Goddamn liar!
So yeah, I remember how it all went down. No, I don't give a damn about any of that. You know what I remember most? Riding the open road. The smell of your hair. The touch of your skin. I remember you. But those days are gone. Now I'm a drifter. A bounty hunter. A mercenary. And for me, the broken road is all that's left.
God.
That I'll always remember.
Days Gone.
That's totally new.
Huh.
New IP.
Yep.
Maybe set in Last of Us world?
I don't know if they do that.
No, there were no clickers.
Is that all we're getting of that?
Yeah, just a teaser.
Oh, man. Please.
I feel like they didn't say anything about God of War either. I think they're going to circle back and kind of recap and give dates and stuff. That's a tree.
Final Fantasy 15.
Seems like it.
No, this might be Star Ocean. Last Guardian.
Yeah, we can tell by just that.
Holy crap.
Finally.
Oh, it looks so good.
Oh my god. So cute.
The best part about these games is they don't ever utter a single word. There's that enemy one.
Oh, what the?
Oh, chat was too strong. Sevidus' laptop just crashed. The Bible thump was too real.
Release date?
Come on, show us more.
Everything's broken.
Yes!
Whoa!
Yes!
That's soon.
That's pretty epic. End of October.
That's also what Dan sounds like when he jizzes.
What?
How many months canceled this year, guys?
That's two now.
I know.
That's 3.
There's a few games in that coming out in October.
There's 3 in that week.
Yeah.
September seems like a scary month.
A young woman seeks Senko Racing.
Turn back! Corrupted machines in the valley!
I have to cross. I'm headed for the border.
Then may the goddess show mercy.
I love that they're showing gameplay, like just
Yeah.
raw gameplay.
That's
Yeah.
No
It's over,
scripted
yeah.
actors, just someone playing the goddamn game.
Shell walkers. Let's have a look. I should focus scan them. Got some weak spots, but they're tough.
That's cool.
Risky, but I need the components.
Did she actually get components?
Yeah, she literally it real fast.
2 explosive traps
This game
coming
looks
right
beautiful. It's like
Watch out! It's corrupted!
She looks really hard. Like they hit those sweet spots.
You did it! I came from Mother's Rise.
Corrupted attacked the village.
Yes, and something worse. A demon.
What do you mean, a demon?
It scuttled from the forest. Drove a group of watchers mad.
How'd it do that?
I saw, but I did not understand. Oh, Goddess, protect us!
Keep running for Mother's Crown. It's not far.
Come with me, or the demon will kill you.
I don't believe in demons, and I don't run when lives are at stake. Get out of here.
That was
You're
really
crazy.
smooth transition to cutscene and back. I like that.
The word scuttle's not a great word to describe something intimidating.
Only if you fear bugs.
Scuttling bugs.
The village. I'll never make it in time.
But wait.
Unless I get a mount.
Oh, yeah.
Broadheads. If I override one of those, that should do.
So this is like... So it's like a fantasy setting, but you're also hacking?
yeah.
What?
It's part of the mystery of the game is like what happened. Why are these robots wild animals now?
Sorry, not today.
Dead ass.
The broadheads or the girls?
Yes.
What, giraffe?
Sure.
Can I ride that?
They look like they would be the cocky ones. Like, oh, look at these lower species down here. Fuck you.
Can eat my leaves. This looks incredibly good. Like, this looks
does.
fucking incredibly good.
Yeah.
It's like Far Cry 4 almost, but better.
Yeah, and this is running on PlayStation 4 until it's 30 frames per second. And it looks nice.
What's that noise? What the hell is that? It's corrupting the Watcher? Vulnerable to fire. Here we go. That was close.
Huh.
Looks like Far Cry engine.
Oh, yeah. This game, the combat and the environment and the story just are so interesting. I want to see more of this game. Like, it's just...
It's like mounted combat. Like,
Yeah.
items you can use, create. Like, this is crazy.
The combat system has influences from The Witcher, from Dark Souls, from a lot of different things, and I love that you're fighting robots that think they're animals, and it's bizarre.
It's like technology is kind of like
and destructible buildings, like that was a standing building.
Oh.
It's like grappling hook kind of things. Pinning it down. I like how it just gives up.
Oh. Weak point. Very weak point. Turns out.
Well, probably like the final hit.
This machine, it looks ancient. Where did it come from?
They are crushing it again this year.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Soundtrack's gorgeous. Jesus.
There it is.
Horizon Zero Dawn is just... It's a brand new IP and it looks amazing. Quantum Dream.
On the top floor of a building here in downtown Detroit. Details are still emerging on what exactly happened.
69.
But the hostage taker could be the family's android. Negotiator on site.
Negotiator, huh?
Please, please, you gotta save my little girl. Wait. You're sending an android?
All right, now, we need to go.
You can't do that. You... Why aren't you sending a real person?
Captain Allen, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
It's firing at everything that moves. It already shot down 2 of my men. Saving that kid is all that matters. So either you deal with this fucking android now, or I'll take care of it.
Don't come any closer or I'll jump! Hi, Daniel! My name is Connor! There's no way out, Daniel. The only question is whether or not you take another innocent life. I'm holding all the cards. If I die, she dies. Look what you did! You were designed to serve humans, not kill them. What was I designed to be? Their slave? Their toy? You're a machine you have to obey. Now put the gun down and let the hostage go. I've spent my life taking orders. Now it's my turn to decide.
Oh god.
Your order for an AB android has been registered.
Are you armed? No. I have a gun. Drop it! Touch him and I kill you. You can't kill me. I'm not alive. Tell that helicopter to get out of here. It's up to you how the story ends. I trust you.
This is cool.
So many choices.
This is
Yeah.
insane.
I'm really liking this.
Like that one scenario, like 6, 7
Lied to me,
endings.
Connor. You lied to me.
My name is Connor. This is our story.
So cool.
That is
Damn.
awesome.
Oh my
Look
god.
at this city.
Another new IP.
Son of a bitch.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
This is absolutely insane.
Detroit.
Detroit become human.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Wow.
God, they are fucking nailing it this year.
Ooh, here we go, VR.
And none of this bullshit talking in between.
It's so simple.
It all just speaks for itself.
They're learning.
Maybe some of these run by androids.
I'm cool with it. If it's like this. This is VR, by the way.
That's 3 new IPs.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't get
Oh my
out of
gosh.
there, they will kill you. Get out now.
Horror month.
Oh, there's a VR horror game?
Dude, they still have an hour left.
Oh, they're gonna bore us with VR.
They gotta slow down.
You can see the anti-aliasing in
This
this.
is definitely a horror game.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm not feeling this game right now.
Oh, this is a VR horror
Yeah.
game. Oh,
This is in
shit.
VR right now.
Well, I'm never playing this.
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
I'll play it.
I'll bet you will.
I will definitely be playing it.
I can't even watch this right now. This is scary.
This is scaring me
Yeah.
without VR. There's gonna be a jump scare here.
Is PT still a thing?
Dan's Gaming just made thousands of people piss themselves.
Totally worth
Wow.
it. Totally worth
Fuck.
Wow. Oh my god. Chad is freaking out.
I'm staying away from the office during October.
it. Totally worth
Fuck
it.
that shit.
Oh, delicious.
Ugh.
A little salt and it'll be fine.
I know what this is. This is Siren, but they're a VR game.
Was it the Roach
Don't
breed?
fucking gift that.
That'll be a clip.
Oh shit!
Tweet that to us, whoever clips that.
That creepy
I
guy
can't
walked
watch
by.
this shit.
Did you see that?
This
What
is
the
bad.
fuck?
This is really
Did you
bad.
see that creepy guy walk by?
No, I didn't.
What?
That creepy guy walked
Oh,
by.
really? Yeah, somebody walked by.
And we don't know where he went.
Oh, God. I'm done, dude. Fuck this.
Dude, what
I'm
the
out.
fuck?
I'm out.
I'm not even slightly bothered.
So now is this real Detroit?
It looks like
Oh,
it.
God. Something when you turn around here. Oh.
Okay. What the fuck am I supposed to do? God damn it. I'm probably gonna end up like Andre. Okay. What the fuck?
What?
January 24th.
No one saw that coming.
No.
It's not going to be exclusive, but
What?
holy
Look
shit.
at chat.
Yeah.
What was the date? January 24th?
Star Wars? does sound like
January 4th, was it? January 24th?
And it was Resident Evil what?
7 Biohazard. It's coming to PS4 and PS4 VR.
Amazing.
And there's a demo available after the show.
In addition to the PS4 console experience, the full Resident Evil 7 will be playable from beginning to end with PlayStation VR.
Wow. That's going to be interesting.
When it
And now
releases
15 minutes of boring.
on
But,
January
oh my God.
2016
January
is a
what?
seminal moment in virtual
24th.
reality.
24th.
The time has finally come for everyone to enjoy VR in their own homes. And at PlayStation, we have a combination of the necessary processing and graphics power already built inside 40 million PS4s that have been sold worldwide. Thank you for that. We have the display technology, which can realize these images at a high fidelity. We have the production expertise to create a headset that is designed for the gamer. And because PlayStation 4 is a fixed platform, developers can fine-tune their games for the system to deliver the same transformative experience for all PlayStation VR owners. I'm happy to announce here that on October 13th, PlayStation VR will make its debut in the United States.
$3.99.
Currently, more than 50 games will be available from launch until the end of this year.
Are they going to say what the...
That includes
What was it?
some of the
October
biggest
hardware?
franchises,
13th?
along
Yeah.
with brand new titles that will be born on PSVR. We invite those here tonight after the experience and after this experience to come with us next door to the arena post-reception, where we'll be able to have some PSVR kiosks set up so you can all have a go.
Yeah, we got to check that out.
Now,
Is it Oculus
I'd like
under
to
the hood?
showcase a few PlayStation VR titles,
I don't know.
starting with PlayStation
Those are our own.
exclusives developed by our own worldwide studios. Please watch.
My God. This place is incredible.
Watch your suit on those rocks. We don't know what kind of pathogens might exist here. We can't afford a breach.
Okay.
Come on. We have to keep moving.
You know, I bet this place isn't even on the star charts.
0 out of 10, it said.
Analyzing surroundings. Unknown environment. Unknown atmosphere. Wow. Unknown location.
Wait. What the hell is that?
Pilgrim, do you copy? Do you see this? Grant, are you there?
Eva! We gotta move now.
Oh, God.
Pilgrim, can you read me? This is Dr. Tyson and Dr. Moon. Come back.
Farpoint.
It actually looks like an interesting VR game versus most of them, which are just meh.
It's a lot of new IPs already, though.
All wings reported.
Think we'll see more than 10 seconds?
Oh,
Star Wars?
What?
Yep, it is.
This is Blue 9 reporting in. We're with you, Blue Leader.
Ready for combat.
Now, if only VR looked that good.
Oh, Battlefront.
Huh.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
How do you feel when you put on that mask? Are you hiding from the world? Or do you want the world to hide away from you? Maybe you feel
Joker.
invincible. More than just a man. Or maybe you're just like me. You see that life is nothing but a sick joke, and so you choose a face to match. But what happens when we become what we pretend to be? When illusion becomes the new reality. Doesn't
No way.
even matter. After all, if you find a mask that fits, you never need
It's
to
gonna be
take it off.
VR?
Yeah. Arkham VR.
October again.
Wow.
PlayStation only.
Wear the cowl.
I must say, these games are actually interesting
Yeah,
versus
no
most
kidding.
of the crap that
Yeah.
comes out in VR.
Square Enix.
Just won't quit.
Final Fantasy. Chocobo.
There's going to be Final Fantasy 15 VR.
I don't know how that
I
would
don't
work.
see any VR in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it for VR.
It said 50 titles.
Fire dance. September 30th.
And more.
Oh, now there is VR.
VR titties.
That
Yep.
ought to do her.
This shouldn't take long. Simmer down now. Hit it!
Yeah, let's.
Stay down.
Oh, God, it is. Do shooter VR.
Shooter VR. And you just teleport around.
Oh, that is weird.
Oh, I'm not a fan.
The teleporting is strange.
The movements are definitely an issue with VR. I don't know about that.
Something like that could be interesting. Just driving around, looking around. Play as Prompto. The audience is like, eh.
The audience is like, what?
One dude was like, woo.
Okay, please be done with VR.
Why are they showing the whole stage here?
They're obviously, this is something different. Look,
This is No Man's, is it?
no.
Enemy surging in multiple sectors, LT. They're taking ground.
Definitely not.
Let's keep
Yeah, it
this
looks
on a
way
tight
too good.
loop and get back out there, Reyes.
Looks sick.
It looks like VR, though, unfortunately.
Ooh, with space VR.
Captain on the bridge.
Get us underway, Salt.
Right away, sir.
Captain has a con.
Raven 1 docking.
You're touching down now, ma'am.
Good. Station time, 1 minute. Roger that.
Call of Duty.
We've got 4 new hotspots on radar, sir.
Check.
A plotted course on your orders, sir.
What's our target, Reyes?
This isn't. this
Stand
can't
by
be
for
VR.
objective. We've got a set depth destroyer in lunar orbit. We'll coordinate a takedown with Tigris. Let's mount up, Lieutenant.
Bang, bang, bang. Yep. Sure is.
The Jackal's up on Bay 3, Captain. Thanks, Chief.
Gentlemen, let's get it done. Captain,
Titanfall VR?
Ethan's already in back, sir.
think this is VR?
You said Ethan?
The perspective makes me think it's VR.
I don't think they're going to be done with VR.
Oh, he's going to be in he's going to be in a mech or something. So
I have a feeling they're going to be on VR until they say they're not anymore.
Okay.
Let's go green on the catapult.
You spun up, Fever?
Is he flying? That totally works with VR.
Flying works because you're not moving your feet.
Yeah.
Check, 1-1.
Oh, this is cool.
This
dude.
looks really cool.
This is awesome.
That's.
Roger, we're lit.
Launch in 3, 2, 1.
They're launching skelters.
Oh my god.
On my way, hang in there.
I got this. Weapons away. No joy, no joy.
Easy, Saul, easy.
I'm getting boxed in, Raider. Throttle up.
Coming to you. Got a shot. Box out. Actual Raider is inbound to board and disable enemy warship. Stand by.
Got our bandit. 12 o'clock high.
Eyes on. Tigers for visual. Ghost Guard Jack is down.
Cross off, going up. Boots out in 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. 1, 2, away.
1-1 is away.
Bridge, dead ahead, sir.
What?
Wow,
Let's
jumped
get
out.
there.
We got hostiles.
What the heck?
Set them transport inbound.
Oh my
That's
god.
awesome.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
We just saw his eyeballs fly away.
Drive them back.
What is this? This looks awesome. This can't be called.
I don't know, but this has to be a new physics engine to be able to do all this. There's no way.
Keep pushing.
Onto the bridge.
Top of the bridge.
This can't be Call of Duty.
Or a modified engine, I guess.
Advanced Warfare is going into space, but I don't know if it's going to be this advanced.
Pretty spacey.
How advanced this
Zone
is.
is clear. Here's our info.
Some of these physics don't really make sense in my mind, but still.
Tigers, we are exterior of the bridge.
Like the
Almost
fact
like
that there's
fiction.
sound.
This is,
Sound doesn't really make
this is
sense.
awesome.
Oh, rip.
Oh, they're fucked. Hey, when that happens.
Force in, let's go. Staff Sergeant, cover the exit.
What kind of
Ethan,
shitty
restore
blast
life
shield can
support.
just be open like that?
Salt, scope the
They
windows.
hacked
I
it,
get the
Dan.
CO's card.
Alert. This vessel has been compromised.
I've written Call of Duty,
Activating gravity.
but
Tigris actual, weapons are down, moving to exfil. Go loud.
We got their attention.
Yeah, it's Call of Duty. They're aiming at chest and killing people in a few hits.
Second level.
1 minute, let's go. Got him.
Gun from the control room.
Behind the pillar.
This is great, though.
Control room ahead.
Oh, that is so cool. Titanfall clone.
Shield up.
Huh. It's like a thermal shield. Look at the barrel.
Depressurizing, grab hold. Tigris, we need birds.
Copy. Sending jackal.
Gunners approaching.
so much gameplay. Love it.
Yeah, this is the next Call of Duty. It doesn't look that bad.
It's such a different time era from Battlefield.
Yeah.
I wonder if it actually will be a contender just because of that.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
What a turnaround, dude.
Wow.
Damn.
November 4th.
has been spilled.
So just after Battlefield?
Wow.
Like a week after Battlefield, right?
Marines, we have a possible fix on Al-Assad in the capital city. Intel gathered by SAS indicates that Al-Assad may have a Russian warhead. Speed is critical. We have visual on the target. ETA 60 seconds. Hallway clear. Get up. Beautiful. We are leaving. Let's do this.
Okay.
Interesting.
There's a remastered, yeah.
Was that the one everyone wanted remastered?
Mm-hmm. Oh, one of them.
Or Call of Duty 4?
Modern Warfare 2 is the big one.
There was a stigma, though. The only way to get it was to pre-order, right? For a while. Oh, this is cool.
Is this Banjo-Kazooie?
What?
Or...
Crash?
Crash!
It's Crash.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, that's right. No T-shirt tonight, but I'm proud to announce that we work with our partners at Activision. We're going to bring back the original Crash, Crash 2, and Crash Warped, fully remastered from the ground up for PlayStation 4.
Something's happening in
Crash
the background.
Bandicoot will also appear first, though, on PlayStation 4 this October in Skylanders Imaginators. So let's have a look at that.
Skylanders.
That's what Crash turned into. It was a big flop.
What have I got?
Yo, little kids love this shit.
Skylanders not that great.
Wrong demographic.
At least they got
Whoa.
the good thing
More
out of the
Star
way.
Wars?
Oh, Lego Star Wars.
Nice.
I love the sand with the little squares.
I play all
You all
these.
about this,
I'm
Exodus.
all about these games.
It is ahead.
The droid. I'll pay for him.
Actually, the droids are not for
Oh, it's
sale.
live orchestra music?
Come on.
Please tell me he says that's mine.
The droid stole a freighter.
The two were accompanied by a girl.
I didn't think this was going to be shown.
What girl?
Chewie.
This droid has to get to the resistance base as soon as possible.
Carry a map to Luke Skywalker. Don't tell me a Rathar's got loose. I got a bad feeling about this.
I've heard so much about.
Fruit Ninja did.
They always put funny little things in them.
Yeah.
About time you showed up.
The games are actually pretty fun.
They are awesome.
You will never be as strong as Darth Vader.
We're not done yet.
You might need this.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
Date. Demo.
Now. Demo available now.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, there goes my 2 weeks.
Please welcome to the stage Andrew House.
Dr. House?
I was thinking that.
It's lupus.
Definitely lupus.
Dude, this is an awesome conference.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, everyone. It's an absolute honor to be here at E3. Our mission is to make PlayStation the best place to play for gamers. And I think you'll agree that this E3 marks one of the strongest lineups of content in PlayStation history.
Yeah. I
That's
would
a
agree
result
with
of
that.
our commitment to partnerships with the most talented developers and storytellers in our
Developers.
And as proof of that commitment, please join me in welcoming one of the most creative talents in the history of gaming.
Oh, God.
Kojima.
Oh, please.
Kojima,
Please be
Kojima.
Kojima. Kojima?
That would be solid.
Yeah.
Is this happening?
Yes.
Yeah,
Is this
it
actually
is.
happening?
It is.
Kojima, stop walking so fast.
Wow. They gave him a carpet and everything. Good
Fell into the
Lord.
void.
Yes, there he is.
Holy shit.
That is a solid choice.
I called this.
Yep.
Dude, if there's a new IP.
Of course it is.
They wouldn't bring him out if it wasn't.
He made his
Oh
own
my
company.
god.
Hello? Hello, everyone. I'm back.
That's what's up.
Oh, God.
Today, I bring something new we made for you, and this is all running in real time. Please enjoy.
Oh, God.
Oh, here we
I
go.
love
New
that
IP.
logo.
Oh,
That logo's amazing.
this motherfucker.
Nerd chills.
Something with time.
I don't know. Yeah, that means it's exclusive too.
Yeah.
Horror, maybe? We got crabs.
You're that guy, just bunch of crabs.
Bunch of crabs.
Good eye, guy.
This is all running real time, he said, right? Rendering real time?
Yep, in the engine.
What the hell?
What?
Okay, there's been some weird Kojima stuff.
It's, oh my god, it's Norman.
Yeah.
Reedus.
Yeah.
Oh my
What?
god.
Wait, wasn't he at the end of PT?
He was part of PT.
The very last bit of PT was him.
Yeah, it was gonna be Silent Hills.
Yeah.
Are they
actually doing it?
Did they buy the
They
the
bought
rights?
IP? No.
It's so Silent Hilly though.
Inspired by Silent Hills?
I mean, this kind of fucked up shit.
Oh, God. C-section scars? Jesus.
It's like Junior.
If we see Del Toro, then they're back, the three of them. Everything's dead.
Yeah. And there's 5 people up there.
This looks incredibly
How is
good.
this real
Yeah,
render?
There's no way.
Oh, this.
Oh, play Stay Silent Hills.
Death
Stranding. Huh.
How far into this are we?
An hour.
They got half an hour yet?
Yep.
Jesus. I'm in. Like, wow. That looks fantastic.
I want to know more about it, though.
It looked fucked up and awesome at the same time.
People
Wow.
see me and
That's
think
going to be
they're
just a
safe.
punch in the face to Silent Hill, then, probably.
But it's not really me.
Konami's like, fuck.
Wow. Well, they said that a
Insomniac
long
for the
time
best.
ago.
Knowing everything hinges on a guy from Queens sounds as scary as it feels.
No.
Marvel.
Oh,
Ooh.
shit.
What?
Spider-Man? What? Exclusive Spider-Man?
Where did it say exclusive?
It's being made by Insomniac, which is
Oh,
only
I
does
didn't see that.
PlayStation games.
He felt left out.
I can't even right now.
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man PS4.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, Sony. Holy fuck.
I can't take much more of this. They're still going.
Oh my god.
God, we've been beat up all day, and this is
Yeah.
What a beautiful ending.
this is awesome. They don't even have to talk.
They don't.
Yeah. There's no words required.
Everyone, sometime in your life, should have the ability to walk on with an orchestra. It's the most amazing thing ever. Let me tell you. Thank you guys so much.
I'll write that one down in my book to do.
Yeah, bucket list.
Can we hire one for next time?
We are
Yeah,
on the
for
verge
next time.
of a future unlike any other. Thanks to the dedication and the passion of the greatest gaming community of all time.
New console?
We are committed to delivering the future technologies and
Yep.
experiences that will continue to evolve console gaming. We thank you, our partners, our allies, our friends, for going along with us on this journey. Thank you. You're welcome. At the core of interactive entertainment is it's play, right? As much as we love to talk about stories and visuals and emotions and graphics and technology, it all comes together in the brilliance of gameplay. So before I leave, it is my distinct pleasure to share a live demo with all of you of a title we introduced earlier tonight, but we'll see it played live. Thank you for coming tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Days Gone.
Okay.
That was the second game.
Yeah, that was right at the beginning.
They're not going to show the console?
Live demo. And it crashes.
He's headed to the old sawmill.
It's gonna be dark soon.
When does that ever stop me?
is the one we thought was going to be Last of Us.
Yeah.
His bike's down.
Gameplay again.
How can we prove he's actually playing?
Right.
Yes,
4
that's
cameras
funny.
ought to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can see on the screen exactly what's going on.
Yeah. With his fingers and everything.
Yeah. But what we can't see is he playing on a PS4.
Go on. Get out of here. Get out.
That is true.
I like the no HUD.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Or they could be cropping
yeah.
it off.
That
but
ain't
yeah.
him.
Or it's just a HUD that shows up when you have your weapon drawn. Or I guess he has a weapon, right?
Yes,
he has a pistol. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see some things come up when it's necessary.
Let's see. Yep. I could use that.
An oil filter?
Silencer.
Oh, come on.
Which would come off with 1 bullet.
And also
Okay.
stay on.
That's a little. All right.
That's how it works, okay?
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
That was
that?
that was a kid.
Zambies. Look like a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, kid zombie.
Seen this in Dead Space, I don't like it.
We learned from Minecraft that the baby zombies are the worst.
Son of bitches! Two dog!
Schmeagle.
Two dog!
My precious.
Yes.
What if they found a way to holster that
Look
gun?
around, brother. You know how this is gonna end.
Oh my.
What?
Oh, shit.
My reaction went.
Where you at?
So it is a zombie game, and huge numbers of them.
Really? Okay, I don't care what you two are fighting about. Ain't worth it.
Does that act like a silencer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rip.
dinner time.
Don't care what you're fighting about. Not worth it.
Oh god.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of zombie games, but this is done very well.
There's a lot of zombies.
Yeah. That is creepy.
They haven't given us
Look
a
at
release
them
date.
pouring
What?
out of
Why are
there.
you
Oh my
shooting?
god.
Why are you even trying?
This is
You
like
don't have enough bullets
This is
for
like
that.
World War Z style.
Look around.
That's legit freaking me out. That's not gonna hold.
Why even waste the bullets, you know?
Yeah. Hit the
Things like that might help.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
a
mean,
little.
That's why they're just showing off. You know,
They're
demoing.
being dramatic,
They're
yeah.
demoing.
Of course.
Showing off the gunplay. And
Seems like it's heavily based off like scent and stuff too.
Jesus.
Oh my god, they're still
Like-
coming in.
Dead Rising has a lot of zombies that just move slowly, but that is like
That's
a
a
horde.
throng.
I'm surprised how smooth this FPS is right now.
Oh wow, they're heavy, and so they're breaking the wood underneath them.
yeah.
They're
all of them,
so
all of
close.
them together. That's really good.
He's got barrels.
You have to reload.
Okay, like how many bullets do you have?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh my god, that's
They're just
so
pouring
many.
out.
Oh. Most zombie games they can't climb and stuff, and this
Yeah.
one they're like swarming at you.
Jesus! Oh my god! Holy
He's
fuck!
He's got to jump off.
I hate smart zombies.
Jeez.
Is that it?
Seriously?
Holy crap.
And the one behind him.
Now turn around.
Oh, they're being dramatic. Okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
All directions. What is your plan here?
Wow.
Holy crap. They showed his gameplay twice.
I don't even know how to...
I haven't blinked. My eyes are killing me.
Till no release date.
Yeah.
It's the wrap-up time.
This is wrap-up.
They're not going to show the Neo?
They have 15 minutes left, technically.
Huh.
I mean, that was plenty.
I swear
but
during the VR part, they stated that the current consoles can handle VR.
He did.
But
Yeah.
I don't know if I fully believe that.
He did say that.
Has to be limited.
Gran Turismo?
Is there indie stuff? No?
I think it's a showcase.
I think it's a
video.
showcase, yeah.
Sauce Persona 5.
There's going to be something else, though, right?
There has to be. They have
I
to
don't know.
end.
It's usually an hour and a half. It's only been an hour and 15. But it sounded like he was wrapping
It
up.
sounded like he might be done, yeah. He said thank you for coming. Or something to that effect. Announce the bundle. No
Curtain's
way.
coming down.
That's it.
Is that it?
We done?
That's it.
For the ending.
What?
Is that it? Let's
What?
That was incredible, I will say. Minus the fact that I thought they were going to end with
Yeah, that's
more
it.
They're
information
done.
about maybe the Neo,
Wow.
but fuck it, they don't even need it.
God.
That was
I mean,
insane.
I agree.
They didn't need a console, but holy
Yeah.
shit.
Wow.
And now Microsoft has to deliver
It's over.
on 2 consoles. And, you know, Sony's doing the important thing, which is games. And they're fucking killing it with this list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can I just say that what we just watched is what I want every single E3 conference to be like every time. Like that's what I'm hoping to see every time I sit down to watch one of these. Like that's what I want it to be.
They launch
Nailed
bombs
it.
at you, and they don't even have to look at the explosions and talk to you about it. They just
yeah.
let the bombs talk for
They
itself.
don't have to talk for 15 minutes and promise that it's good. They just right out the gate turned it on. Like, oh, here's some gameplay. Just boom, just play the game. Don't even say a word. Just do it. It spoke for itself the entire way through. Wow, I'm blown away.
I
mean,
wow, that is.
I feel like
that's
we
a
need
conference.
time.
We need time to like.
To digest
I need
this.
to need a
Yeah.
cigarette after that.
Right, exactly.
Like
Lord.
just
I don't even know what to say.
I mean,
Should we
okay.
start and just go down the list?
Let's just go down the list. It opened.
Started really
It opened
fucking
with the
well.
orchestra, which was really classy, awesome. Set the stage, and boom, God
Literally.
of War. Yeah,
And it
literally.
was
God of
Wow.
War. It was story driven. It was gorgeous,
like a Norse kind of theme.
Yeah, and the combat scenes it showed was just.
It was like 10 minutes of footage.
It was,
Yeah.
it was very emotional towards the end, too. It was impressive. For what seems like it's going to be the intro of the game, that's like there's going to be hopefully a lot of emotion to that game too.
Yeah, like they made you care for your son. Like you have to protect this child, and like you'd see like bits of emotion where like you couldn't stab it, and you wanted to reach out and comfort him, but he just held back and like.
And for anyone who's familiar with the franchise, it would be so easy to identify with both of those people in that situation, right? Like, because you've been that God of War, right? Like, you get it that you have to kill things to play that role, and he needs his son to take over for him and whatnot. But his son is the caring, the gentle, the soft, and you can relate to that. They could build such a great story with that. Like, I'm super excited about it. And it was gorgeous.
Yeah. And it looks like they're making the switch from Greek gods to Nordic gods, which means we'll be playing Thor
like
and
that
Loki.
thing showed up and said Valhalla, and it's just like, whoa.
Yeah.
There's such a wealth of stuff they can draw from there.
I think, let's check out some of the shots from it. We talk about
I mean, it was very long. How long? Yeah, it's 10 minutes. Like I said, it was 10 minutes of footage. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to like.
Unfortunately, we didn't get a release date or anything, but
they didn't. They very few release dates through this whole thing. Actually,
Yeah.
But with it looking this good and this much gameplay already, I'm confident.
Yeah.
It's so weird that you can tell it's not Kratos, but he still has the same markings as the old Kratos, which this is a reboot of the series with different
related
mythology,
somehow, right?
but they must be some relation there, or figuring out how they're connected.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are we actually going to show this or not?
He's trying to get to the beginning of the fight
because we're
done.
We're done talking.
Yeah.
No, but here's the fight coming up about like we were talking about.
Yeah,
This is
I
cool.
mean, combat looks sick. The oh god, that guy's ugly as hell.
I like when you just punch him in the face.
The signature of the God of War series is just extremely cinematic, brutal action fights that are just with huge creatures, and killing them is always a challenge. And when you finally get to kill them, it's always a really drawn out, gruesome cutscene of Kratos or whatever the new character's name is, just brutally killing whatever it is.
Like him punching someone in
You
the
think
face.
it's still Kratos?
I don't know what they're gonna call him.
Just a different.
It's definitely he's probably going to become the God of War of the Norse mythology. With I can't remember what his name is, but might even, and you might have to fight Loki to become, because Loki is the God of War in Norse mythology. Not Loki, Thor.
Thor.
So I believe you might have to fight him to become the God of War, just like the first game. But yeah, I'm excited. It seems like they've changed the combat system a bit, so now you have an axe that you can throw and then repel.
And it clearly like powers up.
Sorry, I meant to say Odin. Odin is God of War.
Odin?
Yeah.
So here he uses Spartan Rage.
Yeah.
Wasn't that an ability of Kratos?
It was.
Yeah. Spartan Rage is kind of a... why is Spartan Rage? I don't know that, but it definitely seems more Norse with the cold environment, the axe, the music style. They might just be having some things be a little more familiar, like the way he's painted the same, and so it feels like it's part of the same franchise.
Sure. I mean, they showed us a lot of gameplay, but they didn't like tell us anything, which is fine.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
let the game
I'd
speak
rather
for itself.
see this than them tell us his name and not see this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, ow! Good shot.
Yeah,
his dad.
His son is Dick Cheney.
Clearly.
He just pulls
And it's
the
just
arrow
like the
out.
way he teaches his son, like, you know, oh, I'm sorry. Your deer's getting away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
So after God of War, which was incredible.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awesome.
They dropped us into...
Then they go to Days
I
Gone.
mean, at this point, I was thinking, oh, God, another one of these, right? We're going to have a high point here and just downhill.
Right.
Yep.
And see, the thing is they hit on zombie themes several times, and every single time it didn't feel like tired or recycled or like, oh, not another zombie game. Like every single one of these just looked fresh and amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Days Gone, there was a lot of predictions about Last of Us 2, so we kind of wondered if that was going to be it. Doesn't seem to be.
New IP?
Yeah.
Yeah. The zombies in Last of Us are quite different. Like they're called clickers, and they don't look very human anymore. There's this human type, but this is like swarms of zombies that just
I've
run
actually never
after you.
seen zombies like this before in a game.
I don't know anything about Ben Studios.
I've seen them in a movie. Remember 28
World
Days
War-
Later?
Yeah, I think there's a lot
World
of...
War Z as well with the Horde.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
games that have problems when you obviously have more and more characters with just running the game.
It's like you got to
That was
simulate.
a huge number of them.
You had to like simulate water with zombies. It's
Yeah.
weird.
That's what it was like.
It reminded me of like a school of fish, just like swarming in the water.
And I'm curious to hear about the engine and what they had to
How
do
they
to
accomplished
make that.
that?
Yeah, how they made that work.
I mean, this is pretty typical of consoles as they're getting deep into their lifetimes. Developers basically optimizing it
Right.
over and over and over again to the point where you can do things like this.
Yeah.
And then they showed us at the very, very end. They showed us a lot of gameplay.
Yeah.
And that's and
Yeah.
they said it
lot
was.
more.
I mean, that was shown like actual gameplay and everything.
Yeah.
So that was rendered and everything.
It was.
I don't know if
taking
it was on the
place
right hardware, but
in the game, and it was running at 30 frames per second. So I would assume that if they're going to cheat and do PC, they would have did it at 60. But so that was running on PS4 hardware. Unfortunately, no release date. We don't know when it's coming out. But it looked like it was solid enough that it's probably really far in development and probably within the next year.
Yeah.
so I'm hoping.
Well, that's what we said about God of War too. Is that it looked finished. It looked like wow, this might be coming out soon, but then they didn't drop a release date.
No dates. I think they gave us a lot of dates, but
Yeah.
neither of those.
A lot of for VR and stuff.
Yeah.
It looked like Horizon Zero Dawn, which they showed. It was supposed to come out at the end of this year and be the big November game, but it got delayed
delayed a little
to
bit.
early next year.
No, we already have a big end of the game year, which is coming up next, which is Last Guardian.
Yep.
Which
October
That-
25th. Rip
I'm
Horror
excited.
Month.
If anyone's
Yeah.
unfamiliar with Last Guardian, this is a game that's been in development hell since 2000 and it was 2012, 2011.
I don't remember when they first talked about it.
It was
It's been a long time
ago.
A very long time.
Yeah. It first got announced at an E3 a long, long
I think
time
it's
ago.
2014.
2011.
What?
It got
Yeah.
announced.
Holy crap!
So 2011 was announced, and it vanished.
Oh no, it was
mysteriously.
announced in 2009.
2009.
Planned
yes.
release 2011.
2009
I was like 5
it was
years old then.
announced, so it's been 7 years, and the game is finally coming out.
Yeah.
which is scary because
I
that's a
hope
long
it's-
time.
I hope it's good. It looks amazing.
Yeah, it has.
It's cuddly.
It's the same line of games as Eco and Shadow of the Colossus, which are some of the
Yeah.
biggest classic games out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it comes out. They have a
yeah.
definitive date for that.
October
right?
25th
Right.
this year, which was the first solid day that we had heard up to that point. So, yeah, that was Last Guardian. Looked good. And after that was Horizon Zero Dawn.
Which is probably the most interesting game that we watched today. Of like actual gameplay, that was really, really cool. There were so many different mechanics they were using while like fighting that you could take on any scenario just 20, 30 different ways.
See, man, one of the most common criticisms that major studios get is their fear of breaking from formula, trying new things, and this whole conference, man, like it just everything feels so.
Yeah.
I think I was right.
So
Just saying.
new and fresh.
The
Well,
words
but what?
Horizon Zero Dawn were never said on stage. No one even mentioned this game. They let the
Yeah.
trailer speak entirely for itself.
Yeah.
With the
When-
gameplay section.
When you're so far ahead, it's a lot easier to take risks.
Yeah,
right.
It's true.
It's such an interesting concept.
Yeah, like
I'm
was
very
immediately-
curious about
yeah.
it.
Like it's totally like it looks like a fantasy RPG
Yeah.
or something, but she's hacking machines.
So like Baby Reinhardt's from
Yeah.
Overwatch.
Yeah. So it looks like Skyrim meets Overwatch.
I was
or
getting like Ark
something.
vibes slightly, but like mechanical dinosaurs and stuff, like with your looting and crafting and such. But it looks beautiful. Just
the
like
world is just gorgeous.
Yeah. There's a part where she gets on the mountain, starts riding through the mountains and everything, and it just looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
This looks like a game that I would enjoy playing.
She's
for
doing
sure.
some crafting here too.
And
which
again,
is
just
really fun.
solid gameplay right out the bat. Not a lot of fluffy talking or whatever.
I
just,
love the UI
just
as
let
well.
You watch it.
Yeah.
Super minimalistic.
And they show they're going to have dialogues and stuff with the dialogue tree when you're talking to that that coward guy right there.
Right.
You know, you have choices in dialogue, so it's going to be very RPG heavy, and it just seems like it's new and they're different, which is so uncommon. Like throughout the whole conference,
I love how they went into that cutscene right there.
Yeah.
I was really impressed with how smooth that was.
through the whole conference, there was only one new IP announced. Until this conference, when they announced like 3 or 4.
I think it was
Just
four
bam.
new IPs.
Like this is a new IP. It hasn't been released yet, so it's still a new IP, and it's finally going to be coming out soon. So I'm very happy with Sony for trying new
They
stuff.
gave a date. The date on this was what? Early next year, or
I think March of next year.
March of next year.
Yeah.
Cool. And then after that was an extremely interesting game.
Yeah, next
All
up,
about choices.
Detroit Become Human.
Yeah.
Mind fuck,
Dude, that
game.
was crazy.
Yeah.
All about it.
It's the
Yeah,
same developers as Heavy Rain and Quantum Break. Not Quantum Break, no, the Quantum Dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of these, story-driven choice games, which there's been a lot of these in the last little while, and this looks very unique.
I like the setting as well.
Yeah. I kind of got excited when you're talking about robotics in Detroit because I'm a big fan of old school RoboCop.
Oh yeah,
and that is a Detroit movie about robots, and so like a little part of me was like, are they going to tie that together? But no, obviously not. But it looks really cool. Like at first, it just I don't know. It seemed it kind of looked like some sort of.
This feels like LA Noire. When it comes to, like, you have to look at, like, for clues and everything, and by using those clues, you can try to solve the interrogation, or what do we call it, interrogation, or negotiation the best possible way to have the outcome you want. So you can, like, reference things and...
It seems like a detective story, puzzle solver kind of thing.
Crazy.
With time-related rewind mechanics that kind of makes me think of...
I don't think that's what it was. I think that literally was, like, different outcomes that could happen.
Showing you all the different possibilities.
Yeah.
Well, it could have been two things. Right? It could either be showing you that, or it could be a thing where you play it over multiple times for some reason.
The previous game, Heavy Rain, which is very similar too. Every scene there was 4 or 5 different outcomes of that scene, and the story changes depends on that. Like you can have characters die in the beginning if you make the wrong decision, and the whole story changes towards the end. And it's a very different outcome. So this one moment in the game, there are 10 different things that can happen, and they just showed you all those different things and how what your decisions are affect this moment. It could be completely different every time you play.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at one point they show like a decision tree. And it wasn't clear to me if that was a game mechanic or just.
I think they were showing the internal.
Showing like
the internal
the
thing for that.
the arc of what this can happen on this scene.
Well, that's what made me kind of think about time. What's the game that was like Telltale but wasn't about the teenage girl?
Life is Strange.
Yes. Right, like that's what that game does, where you have multiple choices and you get more than one chance to make the decision.
Mm-hmm.
So, being this androids, I could see it being a thing where what you're doing is your robot mind is pre-computing, right, and you're playing out scenarios in your robot mind, to make, and then you commit to one.
Yeah, this is the dialogue tree.
But who knows?
I think it was more like the game board of them laying out all the choices on a tree.
Yeah.
For sure.
But it's another fascinating new IP, which is just
it's fascinating in spite of the premise, because like the whole like robots turning against humanity is like that's a tired sci-fi trope at this point, but nothing about that felt tired. You know what I mean? Like in spite of that, it seems incredibly compelling, and I can't wait to see it.
And then I stopped watching for a little bit because scary stuff was on the screen.
Well, it turned out to be the biggest holy shit moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
No one was expecting it.
Yes.
No, we were all like, oh, it's new IP. Okay, new IP.
Yeah.
New IP. Resident Evil 7.
Resident Evil 7.
What the fuck?
It's funny because it's
in
not
VR.
It's not going to be a PlayStation exclusive. They announced PlayStation. It's based Resident Evil 7, and they just announced it here. It's going to be multi-platform, but they decided to announce it at Sony's event.
This is where they did it. With
Good
full
choice.
VR support.
You can play the whole game in VR with their system.
Start to finish. That's
fuck that, by the way.
Yeah, never.
Just throwing that out
never.
there.
What, 20th anniversary? Wow, I had not thought that
If
through.
it comes to PC, I'll be happy.
What's so cool is
I'm not playing it.
This didn't look like an action game at all. Like they had Resident Evil 6 was just pure action game.
It looked straight up
this
horror.
This looks even more horror than the original, which you played.
I did play the original.
Yeah, like this that looks even more horror centric
I beat it.
than that. She did.
God, I can't watch.
I'm kind of
this
proud
even.
of myself. Sorry.
What's that one?
really scary, though.
What's that one rather small horror game where you're trapped in a house and you kind of like keep going through the same room over and over?
PT.
Yeah, that's what it kind of reminded me of that at 1st.
That's what we thought. Death Stranding was going to be because it had like Norman at the end of everything, but that was it ended up being a whole different IP, which is cool.
I was thinking at first it was Siren because it had a lot of, which is a PlayStation-owned horror franchise because it had a lot of things like that with the destroyed environments and the cockroaches crawling on the arm and stuff. But yeah, I was blown away when they showed Resident Evil 7. I was like, what?
And it's coming out in January, long after Horror Month.
Yeah, I'm a complete pussy. Fuck that.
And it's one of the titles for PlayStation VR, which they announced right after that.
When
October.
they made it clear that you could play with or without, right? Isn't that the title that they said?
Yeah, but it is playable all the way through with VR.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be what they're gonna do with a lot of PlayStation VR stuff is they're gonna just tack it on to already existing games as another way to play the game.
Yeah,
it's pretty much what Bethesda did earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But then they announced October 13th, the Morpheus will launch for a price point of $399, which is pretty cheap. I'm interested in this.
Compared to the others,
it's more expensive than the console itself.
They don't seem to be holding on
relatively
to the name Morpheus.
No, they
yeah, it's
didn't.
just
No,
PlayStation VR now.
PlayStation VR.
That was like a code name.
$399. Do you think that it's existing hardware under the hood, or do you think this is totally them from scratch? Like, is that a HTC Vive underneath or an Oculus underneath?
Oh, I think they just did their own. They just rolled their own. Yeah.
Which means I have to try it.
And then they stated that all their consoles, or I guess PS4s that already exist, are VR capable, which I don't believe.
I don't believe.
It probably depends on the title with the PS4.
I mean,
unless you go really low resolution to get the frame rate up there, I don't know what.
Yeah, how could you?
He said.
I don't know.
I mean, he said they were. Like he wouldn't. You can't say that and it not be accurate to some extent, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
And so, so they said 50 games at launch. For VR.
From the launch to the end of the year, they worded it kind of weird, like there's going to be 50 games that came out for it. And I wonder what that really means, like game-wise. I feel like most of them are going to be kind of eh.
And they mentioned a number of titles, including, surprisingly to me, Star Wars Battlefront. Like
VR missions.
I mean,
or a mission.
EA just had a conference, and so like that blew my mind. I was not expecting Star Wars.
I mean, it could be an exclusive.
Oh, it looks like
exclusive mission.
PlayStation VR comes with its own processing box that you add on to your PS4.
That's what I was hoping.
Oh, that actually makes sense. So they're just adding additional rendering ability to.
I wonder if you could use that to make the games themselves run a little better too. On the system.
Probably doesn't work bi-directionally. Probably goes out.
I'm guessing theoretically, but
I don't
not in practice. So, Star Wars VR, like that's a huge thing to start. Star Wars and Batman Arkham VR launch titles. Like what?
That's not what they announced right after the VR, which was interesting because right before that they mentioned Farpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a completely original new IP.
Yeah.
Which looked interesting. It was like you're stuck on a foreign planet and
walking
around.
There's mechs around, and
there's weird robots. You don't know where you are in the universe.
Yeah. It was like a alien planet mystery.
It's one of these things where you thought you were alone, and all of a sudden you're not.
Which is also another example of it's kind of been done that trope of that, but everything about it looked amazing, compelling, and interesting. And
I think exploring it in VR is going to be very interesting, especially with the shooter aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Except casting it.
Yeah, well, all these games aren't really going to work well for casting.
They're going to be very difficult to cast.
It'll be difficult
properly.
to cast.
I'm really curious what the Batman VR game is going to be like. How it's going to function.
Yeah.
Are you just going to be looking through the bad eyes of the suit and hitting things to punch? Like, I don't know.
I'm hoping so. A lot of these things that we're seeing are like VR experiences, right? Which to me means it's not like a full game, like a full-length game or anything like that.
Or
like,
it's just different than
Like the
traditional
Final
games.
Fantasy VR they showed was, I feel like
There's
one
no
little
way-
mode that's just going to be
Yeah.
there, and I feels really weird with the movement style
So,
right now.
What I'm hoping is that things like Batman Arkham are full-fledged games and not just like, hey, here's a couple hours of you playing Batman in VR. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is probably quite likely, but hopefully not, you know?
I tell you though, like you're absolutely right. I share your concern about
Did you save this?
how much actual gameplay they're going to provide with these. But in spite of that, setting that fear aside, I've never been more confident in the commercial success of VR than I have right now.
I will say that
Like,
after
this is
I
the
see it
first time
tomorrow.
that it actually feels like this could work.
Yeah.
Have
It's at a reasonable price point.
Yeah.
And there are some compelling games that you're going to want to play on
Actual
it.
titles, because like I've been to press events where they've shown VR games and it feels like a tech demo that one dude did in an afternoon, and you're like, how is this supposed to like revolutionize gaming? Like it just it doesn't feel like it at all. These look like actual games, and that people are actually going to want to play with major IP, titles behind them.
And then the big surprise,
There were a lot of big surprises.
Call of Duty.
To be honest. Yeah, Call of Duty
started so.
It did not feel like a Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
Now, what we saw really, correct me if you disagree, but it didn't feel at all like a multiplayer thing. That felt like a campaign.
That was a campaign. That was not multiplayer,
Yeah.
for sure.
And I'm
that'll
trying
be
to
a completely
imagine.
separate trailer.
I'm trying to imagine how that, like, does that mean that the multiplayer stuff, which let's face it, is what really drives COD sales, right?
What?
Right?
It is.
It's got the
Right?
best
So
campaign.
does this mean that Infinite Warfare tournaments are going to be in space?
I would love to see some like
Yeah,
zero
I'll bet
G
they
stuff.
Like, are we going to have space maps and like low gravity stuff? Like, it's kind of, I don't know. It's mind blowing to me. To me, it was exciting because COD is one of those franchises that to me has felt really stale, like very formulaic. Like, oh great, another COD, and everyone kind of makes fun of it, but it makes a lot of money anyway. This looked like they actually put some thought into this, right? Like they're really trying to make it new. And
I wonder which team made it.
It's going to be funny going to World War I with Battlefield, and then a week later going way into the future with Call of Duty.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. And they
are pretty different communities
Yeah.
as far as people.
And I must say, like, normally Call of Duty gameplay trailers bore me, like, within the first minute, and that kept my interest the whole time. It was,
it
was
didn't
badass.
feel like a Call of Duty.
Yeah.
To the point that I was legitimately questioning it all the way through. Like, is this actually Call of Duty? Are we watching right here? And then they announced what was already
Infinity?
known, what they
That's
already
what I
known,
thought.
which is the Modern Warfare Remastered is going to come bundled with it, with apparently 10 new maps.
That pissed people off for a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, because that's
It was
from,
like
based on what they
exclusive
have
to pre-orders
said.
for a
What
while.
they've said before is that that's the only way to get the remastered is to buy Infinite Warfare, and so a lot of people are like, okay, fine, I'll buy it, but you suck.
Begrudgingly buy it.
Yeah.
Right.
At least it'd be exclusive for a while, which
Yeah.
ugh.
I'm sure eventually they will open it up for sure.
Yep. So November 4th for that.
November 4th. It actually, the single player definitely looks like it's worth playing
Yeah.
if you're into shooters.
It looked solid, man. Like
Yeah,
it
I'm really
felt
gonna play it.
felt like a little bit of Dead Space, and I don't know.
And yes, they always put sound in space in video games. Deal with it.
It's just it's how
It
works.
bothers me a little bit too. Not very much. I mean, you have to. If
You
you
get
don't,
used to it.
the game doesn't feel like a full
Sound and
full
explosions
game.
both.
Yeah.
So when you're in space, would you hear absolute silence?
Yeah. There's nothing to carry the sound waves.
Except for inside your helmet where there's air?
You can hear yourself. Yeah,
Mhm.
because your body and
What about, like,
everything
vibrations and
is
stuff?
Is that? But yeah, there's nothing to vibrate on the way between you
That would
and
be
something else.
creepy.
Yep.
Yep. So after Call of Duty,
Ooh, they went to Skylanders.
It was Crash
Right
and
before that, though.
Skylanders.
they
Crash.
announced they're remastering the first 3 Crash games
True.
that were PS1 games over to PS4, which means sounded like they are modernizing it and bringing the graphic fidelity up. They didn't confirm that exactly, or they could just be direct porting it and making it, I don't know. But
And-
they didn't quite specify.
Okay, and it's easy for us to dismiss Skylanders, but I know little kids that are super into this.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. It's kind of game. It's a more family game. That, it makes sense for them to make it. We're not going to respond to it necessarily the same way. But there's always been action figures and TV shows, and
They have
all
made
of this stuff.
so much money off of this franchise.
Yeah.
Every company wants a piece of the pie. Like
Yeah.
Disney's trying it, Lego's trying it. Like they all want a piece of this Toys to Life thing that they
And
came
I
up
don't
with.
know what this means here, but they're implying that somehow you can make a doodle and the game renders it to make your own character.
That's scary.
Which I don't know how that would work exactly,
Yeah.
but it is an
That's kinda
intriguing
weird.
concept, and it'll definitely sell.
Imaginators.
Yeah, but Skylanders is a little weird. Like I've always, whenever I go to a GameStop, I always see all these Skylander boxes and everything, and it looks like a huge flop.
It's not.
It's
though.
definitely not a
They
flop.
make
It's not.
so much.
It's just
I
not
just-
for you. It's one of those things.
I
that-
guess it's just not my
that
demographic
the
at
little
all.
kids like
Gotta
the,
be a child.
the little kids seriously. I mean, you're talking to a guy that has kids, and the 10-year-olds just freaking adore this, and they just the Saturday morning cartoons and the toy tie-ins and the whole 9 yards. So that's a game not for us, but there are people freaking out about it.
Draw dicks. Draw the dicks.
And then, I mean, even still on the younger end, but still applies to Cevitus, Lego Star Wars.
Yes, bitch.
2
I
weeks.
am all about it.
2 weeks and it
I
comes
know.
out.
Well, in
You
2
hyped?
weeks, that's what I'm playing. So
Demo now.
easy. Nah, screw that.
Demo now, and 2 weeks of the
2 weeks,
actual
I'll
launch.
100%.
Which is great. And it looked very, right in line with every other Lego game ever, which is
They're all
just fine.
solid. Every
Yeah.
one of them is solid. They're all great. It's a formula at this point,
Yeah,
right? Where
there's the co-op,
super-
there's 2 people, and you can either switch back and forth or play with a friend.
Yep.
And that's
how
just
they all
how
are.
they all are.
It's a formula.
It goes through the whole plot in a humorous way.
They all look great because it's Lego. It's easy to render.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right?
It's all, that's like a good, nice bit of wittiness to the story
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
It's cool.
They always
Totally cool.
they always manage to make me laugh at least a couple times 'cause they're very funny.
And right about this point, we're going, what on earth? How have we not just fallen over yet? And then Kojima.
Which was the greatest entrance.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
With all the trailers we've seen, this was the most mindfuck one. Just
It was so
what
weird.
was happening
with an actor we all recognize in the role.
He walked out so confident.
Oh yeah,
He's like, I now own this.
Yep.
Right. I'm not working for no bitches. I own this
I'm
shit.
back. He says,
Yeah.
"I'm
Yep.
back." This time with his own studio.
Yeah. We totally called this, by the way, at the beginning.
Yep.
Totally called it. Like, what if he shows up?
So Death
Big fucking
Stranding is the title, and it was a perfect teaser in my mind because it
mindfuck.
Right. It's kind of brain twisting. We don't really know what it is yet, but it looks amazing. It's an actor we trust, and it's certainly a developer we trust. So
The concept, I didn't really get it yet, but
I don't think anyone
You're not
does.
supposed to.
You're not supposed to. It's a
There's
class-
five.
Yes, that's
classic
the whole
teaser.
point.
Five dudes floating in the sky.
Everything was
he had
dead.
an operation. His
Yeah.
stomach was
And the
open.
baby is gone.
Baby attached to
but
him and it
it's
vanished.
still with the handprints. There were handprints all around them in the
and
ground.
on him.
Yeah. Black liquid
Yeah.
came out of those
Yeah.
handprints. Like there was so
black,
many weird
black handprints on him, negative space handprints on his chest.
And just everything was dead.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Everything.
and then dead
Yeah.
wildlife everywhere. It was
so many questions.
Oh yeah, and there was all like the fish.
It
and
was
stuff.
everything was dead?
totally.
That was
it
out
was
there
totally
dead.
like some movie trailer.
Oh, what was
You
this?
think he's stranded on the island? maybe?
Stranding is the name for when an entire whale pod beach themselves and die for no reason.
Oh.
That makes sense.
That
There
does
was
make sense.
that was in there in the trailer.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Death
Yep.
Stranding. Huh. Still doesn't. Still don't know what the fuck's
So
going on.
whales-
Oh, it's
whales
great.
have
I mean,
cults,
but
this
it's
is
suicide
God,
cults.
yeah, that's exactly
this is
what
what
it
I
is.
would expect. Like this is him, basically saying, "Yes, I'm here, we're making something you're gonna like.
It's a
and
few years out.
It's a teaser.
Definitely
We're
a
gonna
few
get
years
more
out.
later.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited. God, that looked amazing. And then Spider-Man PS4.
Spoiler.
I know, out of
That was
nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
And it's not licensed to a movie. So this is Insomniac Games making a brand new Spider-Man game. And
Yeah.
they are used to making these action games that they've done in Infamous. And they were like, wait a minute. What if we had you do a already established superhero like Spider-Man?
Done.
The
And it is
combat
exclusive.
that they showed in
Yeah.
here looked really good.
Now, this is one that actually means a lot to me because
Because you were Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, in my
Were.
younger days. No,
Are.
the Spider-Man, the game for Spider-Man 2, which I believe was PS2, if I remember correctly, I played that quite a bit, and it was the first, that was my first real experience with PlayStation 2. That was the first game I played on PlayStation 2, and it was the first open world game that I had played where there's a quest, but you don't have to go there. You can just go around the city and just fight crime wherever and explore. That I had never experienced a game like that before, and I just fell in love with the freedom of being able to web around and just fly through the city and just adored it. And so this is coming back.
You're going to be happy because I got the developer wrong. This developer made that game.
Oh, God.
They made Spider-Man 2 on the PS2.
2 generations later, it's coming back.
These guys made
and-
Ratchet and Clank. I got them switched with Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
So, these guys made Ratchet and Clank
Oh, okay.
and other...
It looks fantastic. I can't wait. It's real nostalgic for me.
And who hasn't wanted to just fly through a city as Spider-Man and swinging
Yeah.
around?
Mhm.
And the graphics look really good. Not pieces of crap like the licensed games have been.
I wonder if you're just going to be able to web the sky and fly that like last time.
No.
Some of the previous games were really
They
weird
were
with
kinda
that
weird and
movement
buggy.
mechanics,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
You gotta get a little freedom for gameplay.
yeah. Was that it?
Wow.
Because that was a lot.
So much content.
There was
So
more
much.
content in this press conference than all of the others combined.
Yeah.
Seriously,
The presentation alone was
the presentation was perfect. That's exactly what we
That's how
as
it should be.
gamers want. We want the games to speak for themselves. For not because we never. The more hoorah they put around it, the less we trust the
Right.
game.
And they showed a lot of stuff, a lot of gameplay, and a lot of titles, and a very small time slot because there was none of that bullshit in between.
Yeah.
Which is great. They just went from one to the next to the next to the next.
Yeah.
They don't need a Girlwood.
They don't.
You don't need a Girlwood when
Yeah,
you're doing
They
that
have Kojima.
shit. Yeah. God, they didn't have to do much. There was very little, practice.
Yeah, like I said in the beginning, that is what I want out of every single one of these.
And that
good stuff.
orchestra intro was just classy as
I
hell,
wish that
you
introed
know?
into a game immediately. I think
It
that'd be
did.
really
They were
cool.
playing the music from the game.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
wish.
director
I
of
wish the curtain
yeah.
would have opened and the.
It would
band-
have been cool. Yeah.
Let's rank them.
Sony.
The
Sony.
conferences?
Sony.
Let's
Sony.
rank them 1 to 5.
Oh.
Number
Okay.
1. Okay, we all agree on
Sony.
number 1
Sony.
being Sony.
Yep.
Behind Sony, who do you have? Do you have Microsoft?
Microsoft.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or do you have? What do you have, guys? Chat. What do you have as number 2? Some people were saying that they thought Bethesda was number 2. I saw. Yeah, right there. Bethesda comes second.
I could see that.
I think it's a close second though.
Yeah, it's kind of a mix-up between Bethesda and Microsoft.
Can we do
Bethesda
first,
started.
second, fourth,
Bethesda
fifth?
started so strong, and then they just it
really
whimpered.
went
down.
Right. Totally whimpered. Number 1, Sony. Number 2. More
EA.
people are saying Bethesda than Microsoft.
I mean, for me,
Interesting.
Sony is absolutely first place. EA is last place, and I would put Microsoft at number 2. I think, and the other two are kind of.
Bethesda would be third for me.
You think?
Yeah, and then Ubisoft.
Ubi didn't show much.
They
They,
didn't.
just took a lot of time to do nothing.
And
a lot of time.
Ironically, Ubisoft had probably one of the best games. It was just Fractured Butthole.
It's true.
It was one of the best games of the entire show. And
Unfortunately, that one game
it
can't
was
hold them up.
surrounded in crap.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah.
And then last is
They need to work on it. They once again
their
need to
conference
work on
was
it.
so empty. Like they just had they announced almost nothing new.
What? You
We're
weren't
working
about
on Star
FIFA?
Wars, but we already told you a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, we're working on Mass Effect Andromeda. We've already told you that last year. It's just like you didn't really say anything.
Oh, but there's sports ball.
And then sports ball.
And with a campaign.
Yeah.
So we want to wrap things up by reminding you guys that we will be on the floor at E3 tomorrow all day. So follow us on our Twitters and our Instagrams and our Snapchats and all those things.
Very excited to be able to actually play a lot of what we saw today. So we'll be, hit the Twitters. We'll talk about it in the podcast next week, I'm sure.
And especially, we're playing Eagle Flight.
Tomorrow at 4 o'clock p.m. over at twitch.tv/Twitch. You can watch Waffle, Dan, and Bacon take on the Beta Bowl, Brisk's Beta Bowl, with Eagle Flight. We saw it today.
That's debatable.
We did see it today. And GLHF.
God.
That's all I'm saying. Oh, you're fucked. You guys are fucked.
I'm confident.
That's basically all there is to it.
Dan will carry us, right, Dan?
Yes.
All right.
Sometimes I just catch him just like being the eagle in his room when the cameras are off.
All right.
Fly like an eagle.
Mm-hmm.
I want people to raise their hand in chat, little O/ if you were here watching our stream for this entire conference.
It's been like 12 hours.
Liars here.
Yeah, in before everybody was.
Yeah, we also want to thank our sponsor for this, Alienware, n3f.tv/Alienware. Go hit them up. Hit a
Subsidiary
brother up.
of Dell, by the way.
Yeah, so I can keep this logo here,
just
people.
Say that in advance.
Okay. Also, thank you to Extra Life for getting us the tickets to be here. Honestly, helping a brother out.
Yep.
And thank you all that were in the Discord. You can still obviously hang out in the Discord, n3f.tv/join Discord. We had an awesome E3 channel going on there the entire time. You're more than welcome to hop in there right now. It's actually probably the best place to go right now because the channel is going to go offline.
Mm-hmm.
So the best place to go is probably the Discord if you want to keep on talking about E3. Talk shit to each other. I don't care. There's voice and text for E3.
And the channel will save the VODs for this, but we're also uploading them to YouTube as well.
Yeah, hopefully tonight, pending when we...
Actual editing.
When it happens.
When you have a chance.
Pending when it happens tonight, we'll try to start getting those up. YouTube.com/nerdfusion.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we did it!
We did it.
We did the marathon.
I suspect some of you might be new here, so hit that follow button. We have collaborative Nerd Fusion content on here several days a week.
Yeah, and all four of us have separate channels. You can see our screen names right below on the lower third there. Give us all a follow if you're new. We'd love to have you.
Also, our compatriot, Sir Pause on Pause, who couldn't make it because we didn't even know if he would have a passport in time.
Yeah.
Turns out he did, but too late.
Mm-hmm.
He just wanted to play the culling. That's the real here.
Yeah, and they showed the culling.
Yeah.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
And he is, for some reason, I'm going to have to give him shit over this. He is, for some reason, all about that Steep
He's
game.
excited about
I don't
Steep.
understand it. He's already following the devs on Twitter. He's tweeting at them. I don't fucking get it.
Already playing, trying. He was having trouble downloading Trials. But he was excited about that one, too.
The servers were down.
The servers
for that.
went down. He was trying to
Ubisoft.
So I don't know if he finally got it or not. But anyway, thank you so much, guys. This has been a long, exhausting, awesome week. And we will definitely do this again next year.
Normal broadcasts for us will resume in just a couple of days on our channels, so make sure that you are still there for those.
We're still in LA for now.
Yeah.
So
we're in LA for tomorrow, right? And
then
the next day you guys leave.
The next
go home.
The next Nerd Fusion thing will be Truck Boy Thursday, starting on Thursday.
The next collab content will be on Truck Boys, and by then maybe Arizona DLC will be ready for multiplayer. I don't know. We'll see.
I hope.
All right, thanks guys once again for being here.
Nerd Fusion signing out.
Bye.